Hello there. In this video we're going to show you how you can create the ring setting as shown there. So it's a twin ring with a tension setting and the prongs are kind of going vertically upwards when we look at the ring. So if we start off with Designer, first thing we need to go is to the rings folder. Well, we're there already at the moment. We don't want the single ring, which you may have used before. We want this twin ring option here, so it's all UK sizes twin ring. Now I'm not going to worry about changing the ring from the default size. I'll keep it as the default size. I'll just switch on the screencast keys. What I want to do is to add a round gem, so we need to append that. So if we go to File and Append, and just go up through the menu system until you get to Groups, and the gems are in gem shapes, and we want a round gem, and as is usual we want an object, so it's the round object which we append from the library. Now click on the gem itself to highlight it. Now you see at the moment it's 10mm by 10mm and then just over 6mm tall. We're going to assume that the gem that we want to set is 5mm in diameter, so we're going to press S on the keyboard and 0.5, enter 0.5 to scale that gem down. Now we're not going to print that, so we don't need to apply the scale or anything, and you actually only need to do that to curves, and this is not a curve, it's actually a mesh, this object, the gem itself. Now when we zoom in here, if we have a look at this, these settings here are probably a little bit too close to the ring, so we're probably going to need to delete a section of these. Now if I want to delete this side here, this is on the left as we're looking at it, but when I go into edit mode this will actually be on the right when I go to edit mode because of the way that the curve function works. So if I press the tab key on the keyboard, if I just go over here and select that end control point, if I press X on the keyboard and delete it, it kind of looks as though I haven't deleted anything, but if I just hold down the center mouse button and rock it, you'll see, well, we've got twin rings here, so we've deleted one control point, but we do need to delete the other one as well. Okay, so if I just come out of edit mode there and just look at it again, you can see I've taken that back now. So I want to do the same to the other side. So this is the right hand side as we're looking at it here, so it'll be in the left when we go into edit mode. So if we just go to I think it's View and Top, so if we press the tab key to go into edit mode, we want to delete on this side. Now in order to select both control points at the same time, what we can do is if we use circle select, C for circle select, it will in fact get both the front and the back control point there. I could use border select as well. If I just press the escape key to come out of that now, and X on the keyboard and delete those vertices. Now if we just come out of edit mode, just press the home key, that's looking a little bit better now. Now what we want to do is we want to extrude these shanks vertically upwards in the Y direction. So if I just go to View and Top and press the tab key to go into edit mode, so to make sure I select both control points, I want to do C for circle select and then highlight the point there and escape to come out of circle select, and I'm going to do E to extrude, and I'm going to go vertically up in the Y direction once, E to extrude again twice, and I think that's probably enough. I'll just press the tab key to have a look. Yeah, that should be okay. Perhaps I'll go a little bit further. So if I do E to extrude, now I extrude it another 1mm there. Now that's probably a little bit too far if we look, so we want to bring this back down. So I'll press the tab key. Now because the snap's on and because we want to control this more accurately, rather than move it with the green arrow or snap from grid to grid, we're in the Y, so what we could do is to change this median value here, and I'll move it down to 3.5. So instead of extruding it 1 millimeter, we've extruded it 0.5 millimeter. And that looks a bit better now. Now we need to do the same to the other side, so it's the right hand side here, so it'll be the left hand side in edit mode. First of all, press A to deselect that control point. We don't want to change that anymore. We can zoom in here and do circle select and make sure we've got both the front and the back control points. And we want E to extrude, so we'll go up to there, E to extrude, and then this is the Y dimension again, so I think we want that back at 2.5 to get it the same as the, oh no, we've got another millimeter to go there, sorry, that's not correct, we want 1 more millimeter. So if we do E to extrude up, now if we bring this down to 3.5, that should be the same as the other side now, and I'll just press A to deselect that control point. Okay, so that's okay, and if we just zoom in now we can see that we've got some overlap here. So in terms of our tension setting, we can grind out that bit of the ring there so it fits okay on that side, but at this side notice it's not actually touching at the moment. So what we need to do, if we just go to view and top view, we want to move this left hand side to the right, and effectively we want to move all of that section. Now remember, when we go into edit mode, this is on the left here, but in edit mode it will be over here on the right. So let's just go into edit mode. So it's this bit here that we want to move, and we want to move it closer to the gem. So if I do border select, I do need to select all the control points along there. Now if I move it with the mouse, it'll move 1 millimeter, which is probably far too much, as you can see. Okay, so what we need to do is to fine tune it here, and we're moving in the X direction, so I'll just move it 0.2 of a millimeter first of all. That's much better. So that's even now with the other side. Okay. Now we could convert this to a mesh and apply a Boolean operator to put in the cutaway there, or we could assume that we're going to do the cutaway manually by using a grinding tool after the ring has been printed and made. And I'm going to assume that. So what I'm going to say is, first of all, before we actually export this file, what we need to do is to delete the gem. The gem isn't something that we want printed. And then remember, never go to File and Save, always go to File and Export. We're going to export a wavefront object to the desktop, and it's a twin ring, and we could just say a 5mm round gem. And so we export that as an OBJ file, and of course we've then just got to run it through NetFab and repair it in NetFab. But essentially that's our file for printing. Okay, so I'll just leave that to finish off so you can see that it's done it. And that's it. That's the end of this particular video where we've created this tension ring. Thank you.